This covers part 2 of the toolbar, the second assignment, toolbar part 2. You're asked to download 3 images from the internet. If you don't know how to download images, simply go out to Google. You can click on an image search, pick a topic you want images of. When to find the image you want, you're going to right click and hopefully get the menu that I'm looking for that I got before. Right click and you want to download the image. Save image as. You could also copy the image, but then you have to directly paste it. So if you do your 3 images at the same time, just use your save image as. I'm going to call it dog so I know where it is and click save. So once I have my 3 images, this is what I'm going to do. Your assignment says that you need to use these different tools. Push, and I'll go over the different tools. So I'm just going to open an image. Here's my dog. I'm in Pixlr E because I have all my different things. I want to make sure that I've logged in. So make sure you log in. Okay, a couple other things. My picture's small. You can enlarge it by literally dragging down. But notice when you enlarge, it doesn't add pixels. Pixels are little squares that make up every image. And as it gets bigger, you can see the little squares and it pixelates. So when you enlarge something, it can get blurry. Just letting you know, because right now this is enlarged by almost 1,000%. So let's look at the different things we're going to use. Liquify. So, kind of fun. In Liquify, there are different things you can do. There's push, enlarge, shrink, swirl right, swirl left. These are all different options under Liquify. You can also change the size of the area you're liquefying by moving up. See, I've got a much bigger area. You could turn the strength if you can't see it a lot. You can make it a lot stronger. So let's take a look. Now, I'm going to make my size smaller because I don't need it that big. And I'm going to try to liquefy. Now, all you have to do is literally click and hold. This is the push. See how it's pushing the image across? Edit, undo. Next one, enlarge. Wait a minute. Enlarge. I squish and watch what it's doing. It's enlarging the spot that I'm squishing. It's liquefying it and making it bigger. If I want to make it not look so strong, I can do this and it doesn't liquefy as strong. I can undo if I want to clear my image off, or I could go down to history here and click on, oop, I didn't mean to delete the image. I meant to get rid of some of the liquefying, which it should be doing. So it's getting rid of pieces of it. Now, the other one, and if you're having problems with Liquify, unlock your image. Okay? So let's try that again. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. So, other thing on Liquify, is the swirl. So watch, if I click on it, it swirls right. If I click on this one, it swirls left. That's Liquify. Okay? Your directions are to use Liquify on one, use Clone on another, and use Blur, Sharpen, and Smudge. So here's my Liquify. So if I'm done with Liquify, I can save it and I'm ready to turn it in. File, save, save as, and I'm going to name it Liquify. So I'll be able to turn it in and save. Oops, I didn't log in. Notice, if you don't log in, you can't save. So remember, logging in is just continuing with Google. And now I'm logged in. Now, I'm going to open, so you can go down here and see your different projects. So there's my different projects that I saved, my dog. So now, I'm going to open another image. something I probably had from yesterday maybe. Now we're going to look at the clone tool. I'm going to open an image. I'm going to open my cars. The clone tool is right here. It is draw and copy from other areas in an image. Now, I'm pretty sure if you are in a background, which we are right now, you're going to want to unlock the background. So right over here, it's kind of out of my thing. I click on my lock and I'm unlocked. Now, with the clone tool, it's a stamping tool. What it's going to do is you go over and you see how it's a crosshatch. You click what you want to clone. So I want to clone this red car. So I'm going to click. Notice the crosshatch turns into a plus sign. So now I'm going to move my cursor where I want to start drawing my cloned image of the car. I click and I drag and notice. See how there's a black target over the red car? So that is drawing whatever the black target is over. So if I go under the green, notice there's green. So basically I can take and clone my entire car somewhere else in my image. Super helpful. Don't have to cut and paste. And I can put a red car wherever I want as long as I am just going over where the red car is. And that's how you do clone. One thing, like I said, remember, make sure if it's a background that it's unlocked. If it's not working, then your image might not be unlocked. That's how you do clone. This one over here is heal. It removes spots and unwanted images. So see here, maybe I don't want that. It took away my purple. So you can kind of use it to take away things that maybe you don't want. I didn't want that green. It's taking away that green. Ooh, I don't want that blue. It's taking away the spot that I click on. So that's the heal, restore part. So this is the clone. So all I have to do is file, save it, save as, call it clone. So I'm ready to turn it in. Okay, last one. I'm going to do open image, and I'm going to take my lion, and it is a completely new image. Notice, I didn't close my cars, but my cars is here. My lion is here. So you can leave the images open if you want to work back and forth within them. But remember, it is a separate image. So make sure you're on the right image when you're opening things and doing things you want. So basically the next tools we have are blur, sharpen, and smudge. It says draw over areas in the image to sharpen, blur, or smudge. So watch. If I click on it, here's my options. Blur. How big do I want my brush to be? So maybe I want my brush size to be bigger. How strong do I want the blur to be? Maybe I want it really blurry. So remember, look at your options. So I'm going to blur his eye. See how his eye got blurry? Okay, maybe I want to sharpen it again, so I can go over, and now his eye's sharpened. Now, certain pictures, if it's already super sharp, you might not see a difference. Smudge, I can put it over, and smudge. So smudge is kind of like liquefy, but you can do any things that you want. So that's all you have to do for the third one. Show me in the image that I can see some spot that becomes blurry. Make sure it's obvious to me that it looks blurry. The more I click, the more blur I get. Sharpen. So my idea is take a spot, make it blurry, and then go back and sharpen it so you can see the difference and how it works. That's all you have to do for the last one. So just go to File, Save, Save As, and you can just call this one Blur. Now you're ready to go back to Google Classroom and go into the assignment. I'm in as a teacher, so I can't show you, but turn it in. If you need help turning it in, just ask me for help. And that's part 2 of the toolbar.